There's always a path out there. You just don't happen to see the path now. So you have to find the path. The most important thing, I think, is to know your nature. What is your nature? What are your strengths and weaknesses and your likes and your dislikes? And once you know that, then you also think, what are the fits? Oh, I would like that job, and the job could pay me well. And then you figure out, okay, how do you do it? How do I get to it? The way you find that path is to speak to other people, get many ideas by other people. You know, you have to keep yourself trial and error. You got to keep at it. Like when you're getting a job or getting a skill, it's a lot of trying. And so that requires a certain amount of discipline. And if you have a discipline problem, get help with the discipline problem. Have somebody kick you out of bed or whatever it is. You can get there. There is a path. You just don't see the right path at the moment. Make your work and your passion the same thing and make it economic. If it works, that you love your work, you'll probably be better at your work. Then there's the economics of it. And so it could be anything from learning trades, whatever it may be. Education certainly does not have to be college. College is overemphasized.
If you do make your passion and your work the same thing, it's great, right? Because your passion, whatever it might be, you're a painter or you're an entrepreneur or whatever that is, and you find that more enjoyable than going to a ball game, let's say, then that becomes a passionate thing. That's one thing. Second, to know how to work with people who can do things really well, to get the most leverage out of people. Third, how do you get yourself really, what are the right work habits? How do I get it done without me doing it? Who's the best to do it, and how do I get it? And all of a sudden you open yourself to all different possibilities of how you can do that. If you want self-discovery, then you'll find your ways of getting the self-discovery. They'll appear all around you. And yes, you have your nature, the thing that pulls. Don't be, a round peg in a square hole. Find your nature, what's going to flourish and make you, that's why I said when you were talking about your development, mine too, make your passion and your work the same thing. Know what your nature is. Yes, so I believe in that particular nature. Then we get to the particular of one of the big choices in life is savor life, accomplish. Like we have a lot of choices in our lives, and they're almost sort of mutually exclusive sometimes. I want to go to the ball game, and I want to watch a movie, and I just want to sit back on a nice day and smell the roses. Simultaneously, I want to change the world, and I've got this. The work-life balance question. We face those types of choices, right? It's really important to go above oneself and to reflect on that, to realize the choices are not, you're approaching the choice wrong, because the truth is you can have a lot more life if you just know how to get more out of a minute. How much do I get per minute, or how much do I get per hour? So many aspects of life are more actually the opposite convention. Like comfort, well, look, life teaches you over and over again. You want to get stronger? Okay, it's not comfortable. So stronger does not go with necessarily comfortable. Pain plus reflection equals progress. Pain is a teacher. You want to eliminate pain from your life? You're going to have a better life? No, because it's giving you messages. So many different things are the opposite of what we're taught. And it goes down to even the education system. You failed. Hey, that's the beginning of a discovery process. That's a good thing. Okay, now how do I look at failure and learn from failure? That's why that phrase, I use the phrase, struggle well, or tough love. Okay, I put those words together because that exemplifies the fact that people don't think they go together. And so if you start to realize struggling well will get you what you want, rather than avoiding struggle, that's what I'm trying to convey. If you realize that, then you will go to the struggle. You won't be averse to the struggle. And you will think, and then under that in the book, I wrote all these different ways of what it means to struggle well, okay? How you have thoughtful disagreement, how you listen to maybe you're not good at that or not, how you learn, how you navigate all the ways through that so that you get stronger. Because if you don't struggle, you won't get stronger. Okay? So struggling well, go above it. You know, okay, struggling well, a big element is to go above your struggle, just like you did. You look back and say, okay, am I struggling well, rather than be in it. If you worry, you don't have to worry. And if you don't worry, you have to worry. Because what I mean is, if you're worrying about what can go wrong, chances are you will create the protections against that thing going wrong. And if you're not worrying about the things that are going to go wrong, then they'll probably, the things you never expect are going to come and hit you. And so it sounds counterintuitive, but what it means is that process of, okay, go to the thing, go to it, and enjoy it. View these things as puzzles. Your personality will change. You'll enjoy it because life is a puzzle. It's a going through the jungle. I'll tell you a story. I crash and I figure, risk and reward go together. You want to have a great life, okay, and you want to be safe at the same time. They sound almost like mutually exclusive. So I viewed it as, okay, I'm like sitting on one side of a jungle, and that if I can get to the other side of a jungle safely, I'll have a great life. But but if I cross the jungle, all sorts of things are going to happen. Now, what am I going to choose? Am I going to be on this side of the jungle and have just an ordinary life? Or am I going to have what I think is the best life possible, but I can get bit and all those things, and that's just the nature of life. And then I said, I have to, it's my nature, I have to have the best life I can have, so I've got to go into the jungle. Now the question is, how do I go into that jungle and be successful at that? And I could tell you the answer. The answer is, first, by worrying about what I don't see that I might be wrong with, and to do it with people who see the things that I might not see, and we are all doing it as a mission to get through that jungle well together. And when I went through that jungle, and we do that together, the thing I found out, which is so wonderful, is I don't want to leave the jungle. I don't want to get to the other side, because I want to be with those people on that mission, and that whole experience becomes great. So I found my way to be successful in the jungle, to get to the other side, and I found out what really is a great reward.
Questions, that's right, it's the hunger to know. You'll notice it different in people. There will be people who, wow, you listen, good question. Then there will be people who can't ask questions, that they're just telling you what they think. You think they're acting smart, they think they're acting smart, and they're the stupid ones. Question. Now, how do I go? I have to find the answer to the question. Because the questions and the power and the pull to answer those questions and so on is the thing that drags you forward, and it's excitement. It's all in questions, I think. It's all in a journey. Life is in a journey, an adventure. That's what I'm trying to say in principles for success.